folks, on the line we have Adrian Warwick of the amazing duo called Warwick and Young, and we're going to be talking about their brand new single, Oh Woman. How you doing, Adrian?
Yeah, very well, thank you. And how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Nice to have you on board, and welcome to the show. And it's such a great single. I mean, you've had a great feedback already, haven't you?
No, we have. We've been really pleased, really surprised actually. We've even as far as we've had a production company come back to us. They're making a film. I think it's late this year, early next year, called Wide Open Spaces, which is actually about an American writer, singer, country singer, and they love the song so much that they've now got it up for consideration for the feature film as well.
Oh, brilliant. And obviously it's up for a release this coming Friday as well. But You're excited. And obviously your partner, Mark's not with us at the moment, but he's in the recording studio. You've got him working hard, yeah?
Yeah, very much so. Well, we've been writing more songs, as you can appreciate. And we've wrote the songs, we've recorded, we've arranged, and Mark's still in this afternoon doing some production.
Oh, that's brilliant. And what made you sort of come to this, the writing of this? I mean, was it the fact that you thought about a film, or was that just like an afterthought afterwards?
No. Do you know the film was purely accidental. When I wrote the song, it was about Jo, who's my wife, and we met a couple of years ago, and we eloped last year and got married.
Wow, where'd you elope to?
Yeah, we live near London, and we eloped down to the southwest to Devon, and the song is actually just a really simple, nonchalant, lovely feeling of when you meet someone and you are able to just walk into that place with them, and it was that kick off my shoes and settle down. It's just that being able to jump onto the settee, cross your legs, talk, chat, smile all evening, and just talk about anything. And it's that real kind of, it was that feeling of what you call easy love, of being in love without any effort. And that's what I wanted to get across. And from the feedback we're getting, and we're really pleased, and thank everyone who's given us this feedback, that people are loving and getting that feel from it as well.
I know, and I think, like you said, the middle eight on the description there. I mean, the guitars. You do think of the film genre back, even a couple of decades ago. Like a 1980s, 1990s kind of love vibe.
Yeah, no, thank you. And that was Pete Crisp, and Pete works with us occasionally. And Pete come in, and we just said to him, look, the style you play, we would like you to put down a solo. And he listened to the song, and this is not a word of a lie, he came up with the idea for that in about 5 minutes.
Sick.
Yeah, and he just said to us, he said, just with the lyrical content, the melody, the feel of the song, he said he just felt it really needed that beautiful kind of open solo.
Yeah.
And then he plays out to the end under the melody and vocal, kind of weaving in and out. But it's been, the song's been described as a mix of modern country and Americana and soul. So there you go, not bad.
It isn't. I mean, the amount of interviews, and again, it's more like a broken record for me at the moment when I talk to people about it. But it's ringing true more and more now, is that country music is multi-genre anyway.
Yeah.
It's like an onion layer. You peel one and there's something else under there. I mean, Americana has its own, following its own vibe, but honky tonk, tailgate country, the bro country, the sort of poppy Nashville kind of beat, and also then I call coffee shop country, where you could be in Starbucks and it wouldn't be out of the ordinary. We'll hear it in the background. So you throw all that in the melting pot, and you're telling a story, because that in essence is what country music is all about, is telling a story.
Yeah, absolutely right. And I think that's really important. And what we try and do is we try and make the stories that we write as simple as possible, stuff that people can actually relate to. So, if you've got a group of people listening to it and they're around a campfire, they're inside, wherever they are, they're listening to the song, but they can all paint their own pictures as to what is going on in that song and what it means to them.
Yeah.
And this song really is about, as I said earlier, it's about how you feel about that special person in your life. And And the reason that when we got the call from the production company about the potential now use for the film, they said that they just felt it just really, really did give off that lovely vibe of such a relaxed feel between two people. And you know, when you get feedback like that, as writers, you're happy. There's so many good writers around now, so many lovely songs, and we're just pleased that people are, and we, you know, we're humbled a bit that people are feeling that way about this song as well.
There's a lot of artists worldwide, actually, but sort of more focus on the Nashville setup, and having their songs used for like Netflix. Without them thinking of that. I mean, I'm listening to songs on Netflix, like, you know, you can just see like a cop in the woods somewhere in Portland, being chasing people, and you're thinking to yourself, I could see that, you know. And a few people have said, oh yeah, our song's just been signed up by Netflix by some of the productions and stuff like that. And it's amazing how people just grab hold of that.
Yeah.
But you're more popular, you know what I mean, the conveyor belt kind of country where people, you know, you have a look at the charts in America and there's like 3 or 4 artists in the charts with the same artist with 3 or 4 different entries. You think there's a lot of political thing going on there as well, you know. So it's nice that somebody's bucking the trend by releasing something outside of that, and then people have got a choice, haven't they?
Yeah, and it's funny, do you know, we were again honoured at the weekend because someone's come back and they're putting it on a playlist over in America, and they told us it was quite urban-esque, Keith Urbanish, they told us as well. So we again it's like, wow, but we were really pleased with that comment too, and I think the most important thing for us is that if you can create an emotion, if you can create something where somebody says, oh, I love that because it made me think of this, or it made me think of this, or wow, it reminded me of this. We kind of believe that's job done.
Yeah.
As far as we're concerned, and you can see from the way I'm talking to that we love what we do as well.
You can see that in your eyes, and I think that's a great thing as well, to have that passion and commitment. Because obviously in this industry, you've got to have that, or else you'd just be swallowed up. And you know, you've got to have the knocks, and you know, you've got to build yourself up from that, and then, you know, keep carrying on and chiseling away. But it's a great, like I said, it's a great song. And what starting back at the beginning, how did it all start for you guys? I mean, what was, you know, have you been friends long, or you know, have you been in bands a long time?
Yeah, no, good question. We met actually. We've been writing together now just over 10 years, but we met sort of 15, 18 years ago, and then we didn't see each other for a while. And Mark Young went off and toured with Susie Quattro for a couple of years around the Pacific Rim. He also did a couple of years in Nashville. I did some Nashville visits, and then we met up, and we realised that there was something between us. It seemed that when we got into the studio, if Mark was thinking something, I could pick up on it. If I was thinking something, he could pick up on it. And we started writing, and we write across country, ballads, and also crossover classical. And I've been involved in 4 iTunes #1s now in the crossover classical arena as well. And Mark's also had a couple, and because I also, outside of this, I co-write with Olga Thomas, who writes for the Queen in the UK. She's a pianist. So that's the crossover stuff. But Mark and I, we've also co-wrote a crossover classical #1 last year in the iTunes. And but this is back to our roots now. We love country, and we've got about an album's worth of country now ready to go into the studio. And we're with this now, and we also write ballads as well. And with the country, we really do want to keep that feel, because you probably noticed as well, we brought in a bit of brass into this track as well, in the verses. And we just felt that, you know, it just, to us, it kind of was a question and answer with the lyrical content as well, in the second verse where it comes in. And we want to carry on with this blend of modern country, and soul with that little hint of Americana in there as well, because that hint of Americana is going back to the roots, isn't it? Really, of modern, of country.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, blues as well. You know, you throw all that in, Americana is blues in its essence. But I mean, like you just already said, you've got an album round the corner coming out. Have you got any tour dates coming up?
No, at the moment we've been doing studio work, but it was really funny again, because we've had, in the last couple of weeks, we've now got to think about this, because we've had a lot of requests about for where are we going to be appearing, and someone actually asked us the other day, oh God, you guys, you must be on at the there's a festival I understand going on for the BCMA this weekend. Yeah. And we'd love to be there, but I just want to say actually a big hi, because one of the guys there who's performing, Dave Barnes, we know him.
Yeah.
And we co-wrote a song that he sang. We wrote it with Mark Wickenden, that was out a couple of years ago, and that was for the National Health. There was a song we wrote.
Well, I know Dave. I know Dave and Mark well. We've been heavily promoting. Well, Preston D Barnes it is now, isn't it? So, can't wait to see him in person with his band. It's at the. But yeah, it's this Friday, 8th, 9th, and 10th of July at the Newark Showground. Why don't you come up?
Well, I think we may do, because we're a bit late to appear in the show itself, but we would have loved to have done. But next year, and no, we just want to wish all the artists, everybody, and obviously Preston D Barnes having a great gig, because he's bringing out some lovely stuff, and we know some of the guys there, but also everybody. And I think what's lovely is we can all see now that country, in whatever form, is well and truly alive as well in the UK as well as in America. And there's some great talent there as well.
Oh, there's amazing. I mean, it's been 12, not 10, maybe 10 months I've been involved with the BCMA. I'm now the media officer as well as the interviewer. But I've been a performer 22, 23 years myself, but I've never really wrote anything. I've just been a covers guy. But it's great to see the emerging talent over this last year, and since lockdown, it's just raised to a different level to hold its own worldwide. But my last actually is going to be a link in. You said before about fire, having a fire pit, and you can just see the song being sang around the fire. There's a link to the last question, and also with the possibility, if you do come up to Newark Showground at the weekend. After parties will be fire pit, pass the guitar round and sing.
Wow.
So it's called Fire Pit Karaoke, I think it's called. Right. And just going to pass the guitar. So there's an opportunity there.
Yeah.
And my last question is, you've got a fire pit party. Obviously, we can't speak for Mark. But you've got a fire pit party. And you can invite 6 people who've inspired you, past, present, so they might not be still here, but something's inspired you. It could be family, it could be religion, it could be music, it could be anything.
Yeah.
Who would those 6 people be, and why?
First of all, Martina McBride would be top of the list, because
Day today, as this is being recorded on Independence Day. Yay.
Yeah, absolutely, which is fantastic. And Martina McBride is a massive influence, because what a voice. I'm sure we would all agree on that.
Absolutely.
And the songs as well. I mean, and she, as you know, she does a lot for charity also. And I think
your camera there. Sorry, Adrian.
Yeah, I think I've got a call coming in. It shouldn't be allowed, should it, when I'm doing interviews? But but no, and just the songs that she does, and also the fact that she's doing it for, there's been a few songs there she's done for charity, especially cancer charities. Also, massive musically as well. Sugarland really an inspiration on sort of the country work we do, because again, I just feel that what I like about them is they can be as subtle as anything, and then they can bring out something with a real edge to it. Guitar driven, with a bit of attitude.
Christian Bush was the first artist to appear at C2C.
Wow. Wow.
as a solo artist. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know that,
It was
to be
brilliant.
fair.
And obviously,
Yeah.
Martin McBride's been on the Legends stage at C2C as well at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. And my third country influence is Kip Moore as well.
It's brilliant this year at C2C.
Yeah. Well, I saw him about 4 years ago at C2C with Sugarland, and he's just incredible, an incredible artist. And then outside of that, I think what I would say to you is I can't name names here, but I've seen local acts to where I am that you see. What I love is seeing a woman go out with a guitar, and they're playing a venue, everything's stripped back, and they've wrote their own stuff, and they could be playing to just 5 people in a pub or 50 people in a club or whatever it is. And what I love is I love watching that and seeing again. You spoke about how my eyes are alive and how much you can see that they're enjoying what they're doing. And there's no massive comeback for them apart from the fact that they're enjoying their music. So that would have to be a collective of people. So I've already gate crashed the party here. And then I think outside of that, I think my mother was a massive inspiration, and she's still alive, but because she just said to myself and my brothers and my sister that you've got to go and do what you want to do in life and do your best at it as well. And so I've always loved melody. I've always loved songwriting. I've always enjoyed being parts of bands, and I think that if I was around the campfire, I think I have to be honest with you and just say that whoever was singing, whatever was being sung, whatever was being played, as long as people were enjoying it, there was a great feel. There was a lot of love around that fire pit. As far as I'm concerned, that's great.
Oh, that's a really good answer, that, because I like the fact that, like, generically you said like local talent, and I think that's where it's been lost sometimes, because you go, like I said, with the BCMA and even outside of BCMA as well, you've got artists who are trying to scrape by. Like I said, there's a Horizon stage at Newark as well that people are just going to start out going on there. But what the BCMA have done is put them on at the Cavern in Liverpool.
Yeah.
And then obviously from that progressed then to the various shows that we put on throughout the year as well, and build it up from that. But no, that's been brilliant, and congratulations on the single. As I said, it's.
Oh, there is someone else. I'd invite you to the fire pit because. Me? Yeah, because you would be great at hosting it as well as playing at it.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. I've had a few invites, but yeah, I mean, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you. But, and also, can I just say, Mark and I, because Mark said, and you spoke about the fest this weekend.
Yeah.
And now we've joined and so on and so forth. We would really love to next year come and do a bit with the band as well.
Yeah, absolutely, because once this is all overdone and boxed off, the plans will start. Well, obviously we started planning dates for next year. So yeah, like I said, anybody who's a BCMA member, we'll actually put some, or try and fit them. I think it's about 39 artists this weekend.
Wow.
It's going to have to be a revolving stage.
Yeah.
I've actually played, do you know Lakeside, where they did the darts and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, one of the agents that I had, she has an open day there, and it was to play at the Lakeside. She's like a secretary there as well. And it is a revolving stage. So you've got your setup ready, and then when the other artist goes, you come out revolving. Well, Joe Soap here was on the wrong way, so come out backwards.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, you can't be that for an entry, can you?
Oh, well, probably not, no. I was fully clothed, which is always a bonus. But no, Adrian, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you, my friend. And like I said, hopefully see you at the weekend as well. And we'll talk a little bit once we've closed this down regarding that and other things. But no, fantastic single, and I wish you all the very best. And we'll put the links out on social media for the video, the promo video, as well as this, and obviously where to find it. But your website, just before we finish, what is your website?
It's warwickandyoung.co.uk. And if I could just say, the song's out on the 8th on all platforms, and that's download or stream. And we've got the full official video coming out on the 9th, which is Saturday. It's the video's there for people in the industry to see. I think you've had a glimpse of it now. Yeah, and the video will be available to the public at 1 minute past midnight on Saturday.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you've told me that, because I'll leave the link out at the social media for Friday, because obviously we're going to be at the fan fest.
I tell you what, no, please, you go and put that in for Friday, because what is who cares for a few hours? Is fine. No, please put it in, because we've had someone else ask if they can go with it for something else that's happening on Friday, and no, please do. And can we just, in advance as well, thank everybody, those who choose to listen to it and hopefully choose to download and stream it. I hope you enjoy it. And once again, good luck to all of the acts on at the weekend. Thank you, mate. You take care, you and Mark, and say safe travels and good luck with your future as well. And no doubt we'll see each other at some point. Well, if we're up there at the weekend, then we'll be those people that tap on your shoulder behind you, and you'll go, "Oh my God!" Yeah, but bring your guitar, you might get a game. Or bring your you might get a game. Lovely. But I'll see you then. You take care, my friend. Yeah, and you. Thank you. My shoes, settle down, magic moments surround me now. We talk for hours, feel so good inside. I lay here thinking, your eyes, how they shine. So beautiful. You're all that I see, the air that I breathe. I'm feeling so good inside. Nothing in my eyes, a million letters wide. Feeling so good inside. I was lost, and now I'm found. I'm feeling blessed with you around. I'm falling deeper, deeper into you. I see the angels, they look at you. No, I never wanna be lonely. Stay in my soul, in my soul. No, you're never gonna be lonely. Stay in my soul, stay in my soul. You're all that I see, the air that I breathe. I'm feeling so good inside. Loving in my eyes, a million letters wide. I'm feeling so good